What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to juggle 3 clubs. So if you've only learned how to juggle balls before, or you've tried to pick up clubs but can't quite get it, then this is the video for you. So the biggest thing that's different when you start juggling clubs is you have to worry about how much spin you put on the club. So normally when you're juggling, say a 3-ball cascade, it's 1 rotation, so spins it around 1 time. You catch it by the handle. So the first thing you're going to do is drop 2 of the clubs and practice passing this club back and forth from one hand to the other. And when you catch it, you want to be holding the club close to the base of the handle. So just below the ring here is where you want to be holding it for most tricks. There's some tricks where you hold it by the knob for knob spins or whatever. Sometimes you hold it closer to the end. But for now, we're going to hold it near the base of the handle. And this is one of the things that many people get wrong when they start trying to learn clubs, is they hold it down here. And the issue with that is you just don't have very much control over it. It's hard to get the right amount of spin. It's hard to get the club to go where you want it to. So holding it here, you're going to start passing the club back and forth from one hand to the other. And when you do this, you want to angle it. You want to angle it toward the other hand. So you don't just want to throw it like that, right? Angle it this way and then throw it. That way when it comes here, the handle is in an orientation that's a lot easier for you to catch than if you have to twist your wrist like this in order to catch it. So when you pass it back and forth, get comfortable with that. Get comfortable with the amount of spin you're putting on it so it spins around the right amount and you're not catching it. You don't want to be catching it backwards. If you do, that's okay. Just flip it the right way and keep practicing till you can get it consistently. 1 rotation, back and forth. You don't want to throw them too high. A lot of people, when they start learning, they'll be throwing their throws real high, and that is just going to make it harder for you to learn in the long run. It's something you want to practice eventually, so you have plenty of control over it. You want to be able to throw a single down here. You want to be able to throw a single up there. And you want to be able to throw double spins and triple spins. But for now, just singles at about head height. A little higher is fine. It'll be a higher pattern than your average 3-ball cascade because the clubs are much bigger objects. But you don't want to let it get too high. Once this feels very solid, you can pick up a second club. And it's just like as if you were learning with 3 balls, probably the way you learned, right? You pass 1 club and then the other one. You don't want to throw them at the same time because they'll hit each other. And you want to make sure that you're throwing to the same height with both hands. You don't want to pass it across. That won't get you anywhere. So throwing to the same height with both hands. Try to catch it as much as you can. Once you can do this maybe 10 times in a row, then you can start switching which hand you're throwing with first. So I'm starting with my right hand, and I'm starting with my left hand. Starting with right, starting with left. Once you have that solid, then it's time to pick up the 3rd club. And this is where it gets fun. So now I've got 3 clubs, and it's just like if you were learning balls, right? You were doing 1, 2. Well, now you're doing 1, 2, 3. Now for the grip with 2 clubs in one hand, there's 2 main ways that people do it. This grip, where you have 1 club and you put the other one on top like that, is called regular grip. And this is what I use most of the time because it's what I first learned with, and I've kind of been just neglecting learning circus grip. But I have learned enough that I can do it. This is circus grip, where this club is the first one you throw, the one that's on the bottom. So regular grip, where it's this club, the brighter orange club, where the body is near the bottom, that you're releasing first, like that. Circus grip, where that club, the handle of it is below the handle of the other club. And that's still the one you release first, like that. I usually use regular because I find it's easier to learn. I usually have people learn regular grip first, like this, because I think the circus grip takes longer to learn how to collect 2 in one hand when you catch them. So now that you know how to hold 2 clubs in one hand, let's start with 3 clubs. Once again, it's just about the same as it would be with the 3 balls, as I'm sure you've already learned before. And if you haven't, then you should probably go learn how to juggle balls first, because juggling clubs is quite a bit more challenging. You can find plenty of tutorials on how to juggle balls on YouTube. I have one that I will link in the description.
But don't use mine because it's pretty bad.
But let's continue on with the tutorial. So you're just going to throw 3 throws, 3 catches. 1, 2, 3. And if you can, switch sides. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now once it feels solid, you can add a 4th catch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, remember you're holding the club near the base of the handle and you're throwing them at an angle pointed diagonally toward the other hand when you release. It doesn't have to be too much. You don't need to get crazy with it like this or anything, but just a little bit of an angle. It'll help you with catching them. If you have an issue where it feels like when you try and catch, it's spinning around and the knob is bouncing off your wrist and making the club bounce away before you can catch it, it's probably either because you're not angling it enough or because you are spinning the club too much, so that when it's to your hand, it's already angled like this. The knob hits your wrist before you can catch it. So once again, just keep adding a throw. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there you have it. That's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. And if you're not already subscribed, then hit the subscribe button too. And I hope you guys have a lot of fun juggling 3 clubs.